So I'm down at the track today, and what we're going to be doing, because half the track is frozen, is something called HIRT training. So high intensity repeat training. So, I mean, this can be used in any number of ways, but I like to do it while I sprint. So what I'm going to do is get a good warm up. You can see some of the guys are down there getting a warm up now. 15-20 minutes of doing some light, low intensity work, some dynamic mobility. And then after this, what we'll do is we'll go into some warm-up sprints just to gauge how far we're going to go. For this particular workout, the guys are going to sprint from anywhere from 10 seconds up to 15 seconds. Okay, and we're going to repeat this no more than 8 times. But really, the determining factor is actually the output of the individual. So we're going to go no more than our body allows us and take no more than our body allows us. And then once we've done one of these sprints of 10 to 15 seconds, this will be followed by a long rest period of up to 4 minutes. Okay, so 10 to 15 seconds of work, 4 minutes of active recovery. What I like to do is actually pair this with math training, so zone 2 training, and whether that's using my rope and flowing, or whether I'm just like jogging, running at an easy pace. Okay, so to go over the workout again, 15-second sprint, followed by 4 minutes rest, and go for as many rounds as the body allows us. As soon as the power output deteriorates, then the workout is done. Simple. It took me about 16 seconds there, so. So it's the first sprint done. The real point of this is to not burn out and blow up. Massively important. Okay, which can be easily done. So aside from the time and the distance, which are things that you can use to gauge where you're at in this workout, the most important thing is your output. And what I mean by your levels of fatigue. So if on the first interval you find that your power output starts to decline after 8 to 10 seconds, then really you want to be stopping that interval. And the reason for that is less in one round rep allows you to achieve more across the entirety of the session, versus going to 10 seconds, 12 seconds every single time. Actually, you could probably get another couple of rounds out at the back end if you optimized at the front end. All right, so you need to push the ego aside and really tune into your body. Yeah, I mean, even 2 minutes after that sprint, you can still see that I'm out of breath slightly, and I've got a pretty good recovery time. So just goes to show, if you optimize this, you get more out at the back end. So the way I'm gauging this right now is the finish line, which is 100 meters. It's taking me about 13 seconds to cross that. So I know now that if I complete the 100 meters within 15 seconds, I'm still good. Also, the 4 minute rest period is really good for keeping the heart rate up, but not to the extent where it's going to be causing fatigue, but just some light movement so you can get some zone 2 benefits as well. As you can see, guys moving around, not laying down. Okay, it's active recovery with some zone 2 benefits.
Struggling as well because I'm used to running at my normal running pace.
Yeah.
And then to go faster, seems strange.
But this is exactly why you need it as well, because it's high intensity effort hits your fast twitch fibres, which actually take over endurance ability back in. So a lot of the slow stuff, 5 seconds, is all endurance muscle fibres. So they very, very So 2 of the guys are already done, only 4 reps in. So we're just going off of distance and what we can achieve before power output diminishes. Like I said, 2 of the guys are already out, which is what we're looking to achieve. And then just going to go into some easy training. So one of the great benefits of this is, 2 of the great benefits really, is 1, you're getting a very, very effective training stimulus, very, very high intensity, but short in duration, followed by extended rest periods, and then also not taking any more than your body allows you in the training session, which means you can get back to training the next day. Now the guys have still got energy, they could probably do another 4 rounds, probably do more than that if they wanted, but now the body has achieved what they wanted. They've had the stimulus that they need during this training session. There's no point going through that even more to eat into their recovery time. Now they're straight into recovery time on top of getting a good training stimulus, which means they can get up tomorrow and perform, and the next day and perform. All right, and this is the importance of having a program, all right, and diligently sticking to the program, but also understanding the program, rather than what many people tend to do is they do a training session and then they think, oh, I didn't get enough out of that, so I'll just do my own adaptation and I'll do a little bit more. Or, you know what, I missed a day yesterday, so I'm just going to add yesterday's and today's workout together. But all this is doing is overloading the body in that moment. And if we overreach, then that's going to impact our recovery time, our adaptation, and then we get up the next day and we do the same. We just end up chasing our tail. Now I'm speaking from experience, where I used to train 6 days a week, and on many occasions I'll do multiple training sessions in a day. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You still got more?
Yeah. One more of it. So I think I'll be there.
2, 1. Go, go, go. Speedy. On to the cool down. Okay, so that's the training session complete. Most people got between 4 and 6 reps out of it, which is great, taking no more than their body allows them. Yeah, and then followed by a little bit of easy work to cool down, zone 2 pace, a little bit of stretching, and you're good to go, ready to train either later that day like we're doing today, just some skill-based OCR, working on obstacles, and then getting back into training tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Yeah, let me know how you get on with this training session, and let me know if you've got any questions, comments, any more information needed. But just to summarize on this, so the HIRT, 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 high intensity repeat training, is a high intensity training approach followed by low intensity long duration rest to allow the body to come back down to baseline or near enough baseline before doing another repeated high intensity effort. In the case of this training session, it's between 10 and 15 seconds sprinting, aiming to cover as much distance in that time as possible. And as soon as the output drops off, for example, if they can't meet a particular point on the track within 10 seconds in subsequent intervals, then the session is done. Each interval is followed by a rest period of up to 4 minutes, and this is repeated for as many rounds as possible until the output is over. Okay, you really need to push the ego aside on this training session. It's not about trying to get the most out of it. Less is actually more when it comes to high intensity repeat training. Hope you took some value, and we'll speak soon.